Here's a peek at what's coming up on today's show.
Not safe for work.
You're like a secret agent.
Well, I just don't want to talk about it.
I feel really weird nowadays about myself generally.
This is what I wanted.
Don't read my shit.
And you come in some like glitter confetti.
It's a book I read.
Whoops, my bad.
Hi, I'm Dan, and this is Joe.
Hello, Daniel.
Join us as we judge the past, criticise the present, and advise from the future. Will this week's diary entry be sad, funny, or completely ridiculous? Dearest Dan, here's what I know now.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Dan.
How are you coping since last time?
I'm absolutely thrilled about whatever is going to happen in this exciting journal entry.
Yes, it's a bit more heavy than the first one. It seems like I really get into my writing.
I'm hoping for a lot of like very expressive emo phrases. I'm hoping we're going to get some sort of emotional writing and lots of similes.
A few things that you should know about this entry. Literally between the first post, 6 hours apart.
I'm sorry, what the hell happened to you in 6 hours that you had to write another journal entry that wasn't about lesbian poetry?
Quite a lot, it turns out, for this. It's a similar length, but there's a bit more. Now I'm away from people, I'm like, I'm going to go into my dark place.
Batman style.
This one was written on the 9th of January, 2008. I was 17, in college, sat at home, as it's 11:15 apparently on this one. Do you have any idea what you were doing then, Joe? That same day, but later.
Probably the same thing I was doing in the last episode. Drunk in a graveyard, playing hide and seek.
Just more drunk in the graveyard. How old would you have been then?
Well, we all know that I have a lot of issues with remembering what my age is on a general basis, so I think I'm 26 and 27 this year.
I think that sounds right. The last time we did an age check on you. That was age, everyone, not AIDS. This week's theme is teenage angst.
Wow. Asshole.
I'm sure you could relate to that, Joe.
I ended up with my walls covered in really bad poetry.
What war was cool? I imagine the poems are not as cool now if we read them.
There's poison apples in it, there's corsets in it, I don't know. There were some feelings on my walls, and spelt wrong.
Yes, classic. I'm so deep, I don't even spell it right.
Feel it so hard.
And as a teenager, you do feel everything, as we'll find out in this next entry. Has a title, this one.
Let me inside your mind.
Oh my god. I was really worried we were going with that. Let me inside your...
Not safe for work.
Fill in the blank.
Seems like I had some creative insight as to why I made that title, as the first line is...
I'm not really sure what I entitled this piece, but it doesn't really matter.
It's so dramatic.
Oh, it gets more dramatic, don't worry about that. I was considering skipping this one.
You can't.
I'm going to try and keep as many as I can in, unless I am somehow incredibly compromised by the information that leaks out.
You're like a secret agent. It would blow my cover.
Like being in the witness protection program or something. Shit, it's just announced that.
Why do feelings have to confuse me? I feel like I'll never be happy with where I am at the time. That is, when talking relationship terms. But I'll talk about this some other time.
Start to talk about it. And I say that's the very specific reason as to why I'm sad. But I'll talk about it some other time, not right now. I don't want to talk about it. Don't toss me, don't ask me. I don't want...
Hey, you know this thing that's really terrible? Don't talk to me about it. I'm too shy.
Hey, like when people like that, like, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. It's just so, I just don't want to talk about it.
Nothing at all, just please don't ask me because it really upsets me.
Then fuck off home, or whatever.
Back into your car, whatever, wherever you are.
Please leave me alone.
Also, by the way, are you openly gay in this bit, or is this when you're still pretending to be a straight man?
Besides, on top of that, I feel really weird nowadays about myself generally.
Oh my god, it's a coming out story!
I know, right?
Coming out is a hard thing to do, and it's done, which is great.
Go me.
Yet I feel no sense of triumph for doing so.
Just no.
It's like nothing in my family has changed, like how they are with me.
Oh no, Dan, how horrible that must be that everyone's being exactly the same with you.
Also in the 6 hours.
6 hours from signing up to LiveJournal to, coming out as gay.
All good.
It's like nothing in my family has changed like how they are with me.
Maybe I wanted there to be some kind of reaction.
You got thrown out and you're like, this is what I wanted.
That's it. 5 years of not speaking to each other. That is the reaction I want. Wish they'd kick me out so I could say I moved out at a young age where I don't have any money or anything to move out, look after myself.
Young, hot and gay. And homeless.
I was definitely young, gay, but not hot. Just gay and geeky and socially awkward.
And apparently really needing some drama.
Maybe I wanted there to be some kind of reaction.
Like a hope of them suddenly knowing me like my friends do, with no secrets to hide, or something like that. And yet, nothing.
Fair enough. Nothing at all.
You couldn't sound more gay.
I know.
Like a little drama student. It's very cute. But nothing.
But nothing.
Maybe I had so many different versions of how it would all end that I've just got myself all hung up on it.
I don't know what the different versions were. And I'm moaning that my circumstance is good. Oh, like everyone's reacted pretty well. But I wish they'd been dickheads.
I wish I'd suffered so I have a story to tell.
Just gonna point out that everything with family now, especially if you happen to listen to this, we're all good now, lols. It's all fine.
Everything's cool, bye.
No further explanation. Let's never talk about this, okay?
But I'm surprised that everything was fine.
Just got myself all hung up on it.
One should never expect a certain reaction.
I'm sorry, did you just call yourself one?
I didn't.
Jesus, you've just come out and you're now referring to yourself as one like the Queen.
One should never expect a certain reaction.
As it's more than likely you're going to get a completely different one, or none at all.
Oh, you're so wise.
Yeah, now put it out on the internet for everyone to know.
Oh, god damn it, they're meant to learn for themselves.
Don't read my shit.
What I wanted is attention-seeking, yes, but surely it should have changed something.
Oh, that's just sad. I feel bad for Dan. Dearest Dan.
At least Dearest Dan is honest. I know it's attention-seeking, but I want it.
I just want the glamour, the lights, the cameras, the drama, the throwing out by the parents, the disownment by family members.
I want them to find my sequin cape, and I want them to throw it on the street. I want it now.
Is that too much to ask?
It doesn't have to be some negative trait, but something would have been nice just to show they were listening. But nothing.
I'm pretty sure that whoever you told did not just say nothing at all. Like, just sat there in complete silence. They looked quite fine about it, but just like, nope.
This was after the New Year's Eve where I came out to a lot of people. I drank a lot of punch and invited a lot of my friends over. My mum said 3, so I invited 20.
As you do.
As you do. Oh no, it must have been more like 15.
It felt like 20. And I came out to them and they didn't react.
We drank a lot of punch. I don't really remember a lot of the night other than at one point finding people talking about it, getting annoyed they were talking about it, so decided to cause a scene and come out to everyone that was in the kitchen area. As it was New Year's Eve, was a fair amount of family members. The next day, I was lying on the bed, fully clothed, not under the covers, and several hundred flashes of the horrific events that I was going to repress from that moment onwards.
My favourite thing is imagining the scene, like, everyone's having a very nice time, there's no drama, it's all fine, and you come in and some, like, glitter confetti, and you're like, I'm bloody gay. I'm bloody gay, everyone. Don't worry. I won't take offence if you're mad at me, or you want to hate me, or punch me, or gay bash me. And everyone's like, that's fine.
Happy New Year. Well, I hope there's no sausages around for me to have rammed up my bum. I remember it being very dramatic in my head, but I don't actually know what I was saying. There's a lot of swaying. And I sort of remember it from third person, as if I was one of the people watching me be incredibly cringe.
Sometimes it's so bad that you have to look at it as someone else. You're like, that wasn't me. I watched someone do a complete asshole of themselves. It was fine.
I still feel as I did before when my family is in the picture, alone and outcast.
Aww.
I wasn't even hoping, or even wanting it to cause a big event, just something, as it's currently driving me insane.
So insane that you write 2 articles in the space of 6 hours.
I'll never have the confidence just to come right out and talk about it. At least, not at this stage. Thanks, Dan.
What the hell did you talk about when you came out there? What happened? I'm gay. No talks. No.
Pictionary this. Gay. Yeah, we're not talking about it though.
It was the title of a film, shut up.
It's a book I read. Goodbye, no questions.
Can't believe you're not making a fuss about it though.
Just before we close, is there anything that you'd like to add that we've talked about? As we can clearly see in that a lot of teenage emotion going on.
I just really want to have seen how you entered the room and told people this.
There's literally flashes afterwards of having various key family members be like, I don't mind that you're gay, this and that, it makes sense, and it's all very lovely and emotional, and many hours into the morning of everyone being incredibly pissed. It's great.
So, for another week, that's it from me and Joe. If you like what you heard, get in touch and let us know. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Now, here's Future Dan with a bit of advice. Thanks for listening.
Dearest Dan, thank you for letting me inside your mind. It was, interesting to say the least. Feelings confuse us all at times. For some of us, it's all the time. Like for myself right now, acting like I'm an old man, when really I'm but 50 years old. Though it is one of those ages that seems old until you get to it. Yes, indeed. But don't take my word for it, dearest Dan. You'll find out for yourself soon enough, as your youth becomes but a distant memory in this painful existence we call life. Ah, yes, I remember it well, and now I'm sad. The miracle of life, eh, my boy? Oh, wait, sorry to ramble there. You were only referring to relationships. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, moving on before I forget what the hell I'm talking about. I need you to know you don't need to feel weird about coming out, as you are already weird, and still are, to this day, rather weird. Perhaps even more so. Just be yourself, and that will do. I don't understand this need for triumph that you crave. Surely coming out is triumph enough. The beauty of your endeavour should have been that you put it out there, and people have heard you. Just give it a moment to settle, for goodness sake. You kids are always trying to move so quickly. Know for the moment you've done all that is possible. As you should say, one should never expect a certain reaction. I can assure you it did change something. Many things, in fact, my dear boy. It just took time, as these things do. Delicious time. Everyone listened and took in what was said, but like you, they were just taking time to reflect on what had been said. Remember, no one knows what they're doing really, but we all keep doing things anyway. Hear, hear. Until next time, ride safely. Your pal, Future Dan.
Thanks again for listening. Our theme music is by Isaac Clarke, sounds are provided by freesound.org, and artwork by Witch Please Illustrations. This week's shout out goes to electronic music producer and DJ Noise Vandal. Check out his latest track, Stay Home. I'm sure we can all relate to that. Also, would like to wish my sister Hannah a happy birthday for 9th of January this year, and have one for 9th of January 2008 as well. Why not, eh? This episode was brought to you in association with yourhappyplace.org.uk, a platform to support arts and mental health in Leeds, West Yorkshire. All links can be found in the show notes. Goodbye for now.